Hello party people, it is Will Pemble. I am back at Disneyland because I was in the neighborhood and I thought it might be a good time to do some CoasterDad comments. So Lyle isn't with me right now, but we'll get to the comments in just a couple of minutes. We'll go through them in different parts of the park. Let's do it. Zipper Beans Gaming writes, "Whoa, what kind of drop are we talking? And an Overbank seems a bit insane for a backyard, but I think I'll still enjoy it." Okay, Overbank does seem a bit insane for a backyard. I know that part that you're talking about, but I have faith in Lyle's ability to conceive and design a roller coaster, and so we are going to try the Overbanked turn and also that kind of reverse bank mini airtime drop. That's kind of like, to me, that's the main part of the coaster that I would really love to see come true. Let's see what else we have. Susan Monroe writes, "My biggest dream is to have an upside down roller coaster." Well, Susan, my biggest dream would be right along those lines as well. I would love to have an upside down roller coaster. I don't know if we'll be able to do it in our yard. Not this one, maybe the next one as I get better at building and we learn more and we connect with more friends. But any roller coaster in your yard is pretty awesome. So good dream, Susan, and thank you for watching. Hussey 101 writes, "You should go to Kennywood in Pittsburgh." You know, I'm going to look that one up. I haven't seen Kennywood in Pittsburgh. I don't know what that one is. I know that Lyle wants to go to Dollywood to ride Lightning Rod, I think is the name of that new coaster there. He's very excited. You can check out Lyle's new YouTube channel. He's got Lightning Rod on that bad boy. We'll put a card up in the upper left-hand corner for you to look at. So that's a good question. Kennywood in Pittsburgh. Any comments? What do people think of that? Quentin Scott. "I love roller coasters, but the only park I have been to is Canada's Wonderland. So I was thinking you could do the turn around like the Behemoth is turned around. Take a look at it. Thanks, and please get back to me. P.S. You're a great dad." Well, Quentin Scott, thank you. Whenever somebody tells me I'm a great dad, what I tell them is that my kids make it easy for me to be a great dad, and so I'm lucky to have the chance. And thank you for watching, mate. That's really awesome. Let's see what else. Blasols 1234. Blasols 1234. "Will you build a station and or theming? Would be so cool with a little lake underneath the steepy curve and maybe cactuses on the other side, and hopefully the supports get painted. I'd love dark purple, but that decision is up to you two." All right, well, thanks. I think we should do a little bit of theming on this. I don't know about a lake. That might be a little outside of my abilities, but certainly we'll give it a try. Look, I'm in the New Orleans Square district over at Disneyland. See, look, they're just about to do Fantasmic. They're getting geared up for that later tonight, and it's pretty cool. It's fun to do. It's fun to do comment videos from Disneyland. Eyesight writes, "Have you calculated what the radius of your turn should be? I'm working on my third roller coaster, which is going to be portable, but since my cart is very long, my turn needs to be really wide too. Have you got any idea on how to make the calculations on that? Updates will come very soon, probably in an hour or so on my channel. I'll be working all day long, so either tomorrow or the day after, so you can check it out. Check out my coaster if you want. Thank you, Highsight." Okay, that's great. I love that you're making a roller coaster. Do this, Highsight. Send an email to info@CoasterDad.com and say, "Hey, it's me, Highsight. Send me or give me access to the Google spreadsheet that you use to calculate turn radii and all of that," because I did a bunch with help from a bunch of people a lot smarter than me. I made a spreadsheet, and I know how to do all the calculations for all the different types of turns. Today's Life writes, "You inspired me to plan a roller coaster in my backyard. What I plan is not a full circle round, so I will start on a 6 to 7 foot hill, and you will be pushed down to gain speed and wait 2 to 3 seconds, and you'll go over a hill, and we'll go up in an angle and you will go back and forth until you stop at the end. Here's a game photo of my track example. If you can give me tips on support with the track and make sure it won't crash, that would help. Also, I'm only 10 and I'm building my own coaster. Note, the photo will not look like the exact coaster I'm planning. It's hard to build a really smoothly and good. All right, today's life. Way to go, you! It's cool that you're 10. If you're planning a coaster, you could use like No Limits 2, which is a great piece of software, or No Limits 1, I guess it's called. No Limits Coaster Simulator to plan your coaster and have a look at it. And the other thing that you could do, if you wanted to, is use Roller Coaster Tycoon or a pencil and a piece of paper. If you get to building your roller coaster, here's the really important part about building your roller coaster is you want to make sure it is done safely. You want to make sure that you have the help of a grown-up and you're doing things really, really carefully. Okay? So be careful when you're building roller coasters and have fun with it. Dominic Edel asks, will you use a chain lift? Dominic, yes, the answer is yes, we will use a chain lift. I've got a bunch of bits and pieces and machinery left over from when we built the Maker Faire coaster, so we're going to be using that. The only thing I don't know yet, Dominic, is whether or not the lift hill is going to go the way the caution zone went or the opposite way, as Lyle suggested. So probably the opposite way, but either way, yes, motorized chain lift with lots of electronics, you bet. Coaster Geek Productions writes, could potentially move the lift back so it could be a lot taller than after the first drop. Could be an extreme overbank. I thought of that myself. If you think about on the caution zone, there's the first tall hill and then the second hill, which is about 9 feet off the ground. We could lift that one up and have that be the launch for the new coaster, and then you'd get a whole lot of opportunity to do some really cool stuff on that first turn. So I'm thinking along those same lines. It's too short of a distance from the first drop to the turn, and Lyle and I were talking about that. So yeah, that's a good idea. Okay guys, that's all we have time for today. The sun's going down. It's been a really great day at Disneyland. Thank you so much for helping me bring physics, family, and fun to kids everywhere. I am Will Pemble. Please like, please subscribe, please share. I will see you soon.